Hello, beautiful intuitives, light workers, starseeds, and healers. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. And I had some technical issues, so unfortunately, I could not log in the way I wanted. But I'm here live. I'm on the main page, and I'll share this video with the group. I hope you're doing fine, and let me know who's there. Let me know who's joining, and if it's the first time joining, let me know where you're from. Today we are going to talk about Lightworker's mission and what it means to be a Lightworker and a healer and a starseed. You know, people who have a journey, a mission to use their intuitive powers for themselves, for self-healing, for healing and support to the community, to whomever they come across. So this is the definition of a light worker, a very summarized one, but it is the definition. And when you feel aligned with your mission, things change in your life. Personally, professionally, your relationships are changing, the way you work, the way you live in the world, everything is changing. So today we will talk about the benefits of being aligned with your life mission, whatever it is, as a light worker. Hello, Kuma, how are you doing? You've been on my mind today. Well, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You see, I came here to join you guys. So again, it is important to feel aligned with your mission, whatever it is, whatever way you're going to use your gift, in whatever modality, in whatever form it takes, wherever it's leading you. I'm Natalie Restored. I'm a multi-dimensional channeler. I am a light worker like you. I am also a higher self connector, and I help light workers, starseeds, and healers unlock everything that is stopping them from moving forward to be fully aligned with their mission and embodying their mission. It's very good to know that you're a light worker because you have intuitive gifts, because you sense that you're totally inspired by the topics of past lives, future lives, psychic abilities, and star systems and star beings. That is one thing. But if in your everyday life you're not embodying it, you're not sharing it, you're not sharing your gifts and your abilities with the rest of the world, unfortunately your alignment is not full, is not complete. Heidi's there, Shauna's there. I'm so happy you're here. Wonderful. I had some technical issues. It does happen. I cannot open my computer. So I want to know who here, and I'm pretty sure you are, considering yourself a light worker, and what kind of gifts, abilities, powers you have, or you sense you have. I just want to know how connected you are already. And while you type that down, I will just describe very quickly what a light worker usually feels. And it might not start exactly the same way for everyone, but in general, it starts with a feeling you're different, a feeling that Earth life is not fully adapted, or you're not adapted to it. You feel the competition, the money, the hunt for money, for success, for everything that puts us in competition with one another. Usually it's kind of heavy for the light worker's heart. You are so intuitive, you're an empath, you feel people, you feel vibrations, you're close to animals, you feel people, you need time for yourself to replenish, you're very sensitive to energies around you, yours and others, you sense you have intuitive gifts. So let me know, what are your gifts, whatever you sense your gifts are. But it can be ranging from feeling energies in your hands, healing energies in your hands, to seeing potential timelines. So seeing some outcomes in your lives or loved ones. You can be a medium. You could hear guidance. You could have a clear connection with your higher self. Could be connected to star beings. You could be there's so many things. The list is very long. That's what it is to be a light worker and to be a star seed. Okay, so let's say you have one of these gifts or all of them. Now, are you aligned with your mission? Who here feels completely aligned? Like, I'm so aligned with my mission. I used my gifts every day. I'm helping people. It feels good. My work really answers my life mission. I'm totally on purpose. Who here feels totally aligned? Who here can say that, that's it. I have nothing else to work on. I feel totally aligned. Kara says, I'm an empath. I hear music in the earth. I'm intuitive. I have a connection to the spirit realm. I feel vibration in many different ways, and my connection to my star family is becoming stronger. And unfortunately, I don't see the rest, but I think I get your message here and your information. So you see, do you feel yourself, and that question is for everyone, do you feel completely aligned? Completely? Or do you feel there's more to unlock, or do you feel there's more to work on? Kuma says, I play bowls and gongs, I paint, and I work with my energy. I see things and know things. I don't always interpret perfectly, but you're, connected. So, wonderful. And I know that if you're here, it's because the words Lightworkers, Starseeds, Intuitives, and Healers are definitely resonating with you. We're all at different levels of expression of these, but I would say, and let me know if you feel it's applying to you or you feel it's different for you. But most of the time, light workers, when they do acknowledge their abilities, either they are scared to be rejected, or they're not too sure who they can talk to about that, or they doubt it, even though they love the energy and the feelings. They kind of, I don't know if I can talk about it to everybody, or they're really like tiptoeing around, and trying to measure who they can talk to about this or not. So it's not the full embodiment. So it's usually what people feel until the alignment is clear, and then it doesn't matter who believes in me anymore. I know I help people. So that is one aspect that sometimes it is out of balance. One of the other aspect is like, my abilities are sure. I've worked with people. I've tested. My clients are happy. Do I work full time with this, or do I keep a regular job in order to bring some kind of stability, financial stability? That is another struggle that workers are going through. And that is another sign of misalignment, because there's always a time of transition, of adaptation. So let's say you're working in a bank, as an example, and you're psychic, you're highly intuitive, you can help people, you can read people, you can help them. You're in between, do I let go? So it's totally normal to need time before letting go of the old work, the old job, in order to accept and work with the new abilities. But how long can you sustain both energies, working in a job that may bring money and is some kind of, it's recognized, is accepted by society, is recognized as a job? How long can you sustain this, living both worlds, living in a part of you that is, or with a part of you that is a little bit more frustrated, but look, I have a family, I need to do this, and the uplifting aspect of you where you work with people. So some people are totally okay because their day job is still fun, is still agreeable, and that is totally fine. But most light workers, if they had the choice, and they do, but if they could fully align with their life mission, they would ditch the old job that is mainly just, stability and money providing, and they would go with the intuitive aspect of themselves, whatever it is, healer, card reader, psychic, medium, or a lot of these. So is it a reality? I'm just trying. Somebody says, okay, Francesca, I just can't work in the system. It's not me. So perfect. So you know that. Once you know that, it's to make a living. That is the next question. Can I make a living? Can I really make a living full time doing what I love? And doing what I love. And it could be creative and it could be artistic, at the same time healing. Remember, you're a light worker. You're meant to bring light, to bring some kind of awareness. It doesn't mean that you have to be traveling the world and make conferences if it's not what you feel like. You can be a loving mother and be a light worker. And if you feel aligned with this, wonderful. But somehow you'll know in your heart, if ever you feel happy where you're at and that is it, then you're fully aligned. If not, you'll sense that in your heart that there's a calling, there's something missing, there's something that is not stable. And that's what is important. And that's what I want to share with you. And that's pretty much, some of you have been following me, and we have been chatting all together for a few months, and for most a year, because it's been really a year that I am, let's say, sharing widely what I do instead of just locally. So that the main goal of what I do and what we're doing is heal ourselves, whatever from this life, the past lives, or anything in our field that is remaining us or keeping us stuck, and eventually light people's hearts, people's minds, open them up to something that they're meant to uncover. This is the mission of the light worker. It's to bridge the 3D life and make it as pleasant and as happy as possible. And that includes money, and that includes cooking and doing the dishes and, doing the mundane things. And at the same time, taking enough time during the day to feel that you have used your intuitive gifts and you have been of service. You have helped somebody. Again, it can be your child, it can be pets and animals because they're in distress, or it can be widely doing a podcast and you understand what I mean. So until you reach that level where both aspects of you are totally aligned, the more mundane aspect and the intuitive aspect, and that most of your life feels aligned with it. It's not like I'm going to work at my bank. I say bank because I used to work in a bank, but it's really the, you understand, a bank is so rational. That is a good example. But if you work 10 hours a week at a bank, but every time you go there, it's like, oh, I have to go there because I need money. You'll understand that you will always keep yourself in a lower vibration. And the fact that you're still struggling with that transition means there's still something blocked within you. So there's nothing wrong. We're all going through this. Some people did it a little bit faster. Some people did it before. But we're all going through blending earth life and spiritual life the best we can in order to feel happy every day, most of the hours of the day, and feel that, oh, I wish I could have dedicated time to meditation. Oh, I wish I could have channeled my higher self today. When the I wish and the I wish and the I wish is way more present in your life than the, oh, I'm so glad I did it, then there's an imbalance. So yeah, I'm trying. Melinda says, I feel I'm dying in the commercial life I was in. Yes, and I understand. And dying, it's like your spark, is kind of is dissipating. So that's where we have to all work on first of all understanding why. And we're not blaming anybody here. I come from this. We all come from this. But it's not blaming ourselves, but trying to find out why are we still in a work, in a job, or in a relationship, or in a situation that is bringing our vibration down. Why? I mean, I've been sharing with you a lot of the Schumann's resonance and all the planetary positions that are affecting us. That is fine. But in the end, it's not the universe, it's not the planets, it's not Earth deciding which decision we make. It's true, sometimes it's good to look at the energies around to align ourselves and make a wise decision while the energy is high and bright and strong. But in the end, the universe will only be there to show you what you can be doing and send you signs and signals that you can do it. But in the end, nobody's going to take you by the hand and say, look, you're so enlightened that now you can do this. You can just drop your work. No, you're still human. You still have to look how you're going to gently transition from a situation, work, relationship, family, town, whatever is keeping you in a lower dimension or in a lower frequency, and how can I gently transition into a more awakened you, a more awakened, abundant light worker you're meant to be. It doesn't have to be, I mean, if you can do it and drop everything because you have the resources, do that in 24 hours. Yes, do it. But for most of us, it's just knowing in our hearts we're light workers and starting to play with the communication with our higher self. And as soon as we realize, yeah, there's really something there. There's really something communicating with me. I feel the energy. I feel the gifts. I feel the abilities. So do I still stay in my old way of doing things? Or do I start to play with those energies and maybe interact with clients and maybe ask my friends to play with that energy, that I get their feedback? You need to explore constantly. Even me, I still explore constantly. I will channel and I will ask them, show me something I don't know. Show me something that I need to know in order to move forward. We all have still things to resolve. So again, let's clear all our issues from this life and the past ones. And we know that we had many lives where our gifts have been suppressed, have been judged, have been evaluated, have been that we have been rejected from societies just because we were different. And I'm talking about past lives. So there's still a little bit of that vibration in the world, in the collective. So we need to clear in ourselves, because whenever you're in the world saying, yeah, I believe in past lives, and actually I can read your past life. And when you're saying this to your mom, your dad, your spouse, your friends, and they look at you like, that's different. Well, already, not only you cleared yourself from an old baggage you had, but you're also opening people's minds. You are helping the collective energies to move forward. So if you're not in my group, I'll share the link later. I know most of you are, but if ever you're watching this later and you're not in the group, the free private Facebook group, join me, because I'm there way more often. I ask questions people just to trigger them. Sometimes it's just a tiny little question, or it's a poll, or it's a survey, and it seems like there's nothing behind that, but it's just it's channeled most of the time, and it's igniting a thinking process that will make you see whether you're aligned or not. And yes, there's some activations, and yes, there's more stuff. So if you're not there, please join me there, because the mission I have, which might be similar to yours in a certain way, is to raise our frequency as quickly as possible with ease and flow, avoiding all the heaviness, all the doubt, so making the whole process as easy and beautiful as possible and as smooth as possible, while realizing that now that I know who I am and I know what my gifts are, do I just stay at home with this or do I share it with the world? Remember, you can be a light worker and be abundant. You can be a light worker and be successful. You can be a light worker and totally be happy with being different. So choices, yeah, all comes from within, Melinda. Yes. So again, this is my mission. You all have a mission, and my mission is to make sure that you are aligned with your mission. And when you're aligned with your mission, I'm aligned with mine because I follow my I know, try to decipher what I just said. There'll be a test on that. But this is my mission. I'm here to help you to make sure that you feel totally aligned with who you are, with your magic, with your gifts, in the regular life. I don't want you to feel like totally elated when we're doing an activation or when we chat, and then when it's time to chat with your family, like, oh my God, that's so boring. No. We want everything to flow fluidly from the fifth dimension to the third dimension, that we're okay to do the groceries and okay to channel or read the cards or heal a person. So that is my mission. But I really want everybody to feel as aligned as possible. And that starts with clearing all these blocks from childhood, from past lives, from everything that is stopping you from feeling that you are ready to move through the next step. Whatever it is for you, the next step. And to express those gifts. Once you have those gifts and you know what they are, first of all, they won't stop there. They're ever evolving, all the time moving to the next step. Now, how can I help others? How can I help others raise their vibration? You don't want to keep that for yourself in your basement or just with your friends or people that know what that kind of energy is. You need to spread out your antennas and you need to reach more. If not, there will always be a sense of you're missing out on something. The alignment is not clear. Melinda says, I know I have blocks. We all have blocks, but they become lesser and lesser the more you listen to your higher self. So again, clearing your blocks and listening to your higher self, or definitely the base to do this. Definitely the base. And then being of service, helping, sharing, not keeping this because of fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of I'm not good enough because this channeler does it better, because yeah, you have your own personality doing this. Heidi, I know I do too. So join the group if you're not there. If you're in the group, I'm telling you, I'm working way differently now, and I'll tell you why, and you'll understand why I do this. I used to offer sessions independently. I had packages, but I used to offer sessions independently. So people would call me, hey, I need a little boost. I don't know, I'm disconnected from my higher self, whatever the issue was. And we were doing one here and there. And I realized that, okay, if we do this like that, and that's the way I did it unconsciously. Even though I had a mentor, I would only have private mentoring or very tiny group mentoring once every 3 or 4 months. A good thing I was working on my own, but it's not enough. Okay, it's really not enough. So I realized that just working here and there is slowing you down in your process. And slowing you down in your process is also slowing you down in the release of the blocks. So now I have decided, instead of just offering a session, knowing that one session will do good, but it won't resolve everything. One session will just tell you, this is what's going to happen with you in the next 5 months. If you do this, this is your gift, this is your power. Now, bang, you're on your own. If you're new at this, you won't know what to do with this energy. You may have the information because we channeled it for you, but what would you do with it? Okay, I know that now I'm going to develop, I'm just giving you an example. I know I'm going to develop a healing modality using my hands. This is the information I convey to you because your higher self wants you to know that. But what do we do with that? Now you're left to your own devices. Try to figure out how you're going to develop this. So now feel free to call me if you want to have a chat. This is what I offer to people. I'm not trying to sell anything here. I'm just saying, if you find yourself in a situation where you're in between, you're in that transition, you know you have gifts, you want to develop them, you're not too sure where it's leading you, this is how I work right now. And it will be like that for a little while. Now it's one-on-one, groups will come, but one-on-one, it's to make sure that you're really going to the end of the unlock of your gift, of the revealing of your gifts. I invite people just to chat with me, no charge, just Zoom call. You go on my webpage, natalierestart.com /chat with Natalie. I'll share the link later, and we can have a conversation, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and we just chat about where you're at right now. There's no obligation. If you feel it's a fit after, I'll be happy to work with you. But if that chat just open your eyes to the possibilities that are coming to you, that will be already the gift. So by chatting with me, I won't channel during that because it's not a session, but you know I'm highly intuitive. So I'll know right away based on what you're telling me and telling me your struggles, I'll pretty much be able to map out what are the possibilities for you, what you should be trying, what you should be exploring. It's kind of a coaching call with an overview of what you can do. So whether you decide to work with me privately or not, it does not matter. At least you will have an information that will give you options. And that is way better than staying in the dark. That is way better than just watching my videos here and there that is meant for the group. They're all meant for the group, and I know you can get something out of that. But having a conversation in private with me is already enough for you to find out whether, yes, I think I'm ready to jump in. And instead of doing that over 3 years, I'm just going to do that over like a few weeks and that's it, that's done. I'll know how I'm supposed to be feeling aligned with my life mission. I know what I'm supposed to do in order to feel clear about my life mission. And being clear about your life mission will not only improve your gifts, it will improve your relationship with others. I mean, if you had frustrations and if you had anger and if you had sadness, by clearing all this, not only will you download more or receive more of the guidance and the connection with your higher self, you will be more connected to your intuitive gifts, but you will also interact in a more peaceful way with others. Your choices will be made on a clear, conscious desire to improve things than just doing things because you're scared. Oh, I'm keeping this job because I'm scared of losing my job, or I'm just doing this because I'm scared. I'm staying in that relationship because I'm scared. This is what we want to do to clear the fear-based decisions, and that works, hand in hand. You clear your blocks, you upgrade your intuitive abilities, and every time we work both of them together, the faster we raise our vibration. So, Kara, I want to develop my gifts so I can contribute to the highest good of all. By fully understanding my mission, I can complete it. Beautiful, beautiful. And thank you, Kara, for sharing this. Unfortunately, I don't want to scroll up. I'll answer your messages and your comments later when I go back because my phone will freeze. Yes, and it's good. Once you know what your mission is, it's to put it into concrete actions. I'm a channeler. What do I do with that? I'm a card reader. I'm an energy healer. I'm all of them. Do I really keep that in my heart and putting that in my journal? Yeah, I have gifts, but it's just serving me. No, it's not what it's meant to be doing. So Heidi, I know what I need to do, but then I'm just lost. Okay, well, you know what to do. Feeling lost means that something is blocking your energy field, or you are overstimulated by different things, or you're everywhere and you don't focus. It could be that, could be different things. So I really do invite you. I will always be in the group. I'm always present, but I realize that my work is way more effective when I'm working with a small group of motivated people or one-on-one, because people know, okay, I'm going to stay with Natalie for 5-7 weeks. We're going to work on this specifically. I know there's going to be a result, a potent result at the end, and I'll be able to apply it in my everyday life and make a job out of it if that's what I want. I'll be able to be of service. I find it way more effective to do it this way, so more intensively than spreading it over years, and it's bringing results a lot faster. So again, that is my way of focusing and concentrating my channeling and energies to be the most helpful. This is what I channel. I realize that it's way better than just giving people like one session here, one session there, one little talk about this. Yeah, it does help, but in the end, it doesn't show you which actions to take to keep that vibration. And activation is great. It's really good. It helps. But if you're not fully aligned, once the activation is done, you may replay it a few times, but once the activation is done, you're still left in your own environment with the same people in the same situation. So the ideal is not to boost you 1% every week or every month. The actual goal is to boost your energy and your understanding of who you are and what your life mission is to the highest level possible, that now you can go on your own. That's it. I know my gift. I worked enough. It was intense, but I did it. It's like a deep immersion into feeling what it is to be an abundant light worker and not just getting a little pieces here and there. So this is how I want to work with people. And you'll see more of me talking about that. And yes, I will. I'm still sharing the same thing, but I will insist on more all of us using this energy to be of service for ourselves, our family, and others, and not just checking the Schumann's resonance. I will do that, but it's not the final goal of everything. The final goal is to be happy with the gifts that are given to us. Just know, not everybody is a light worker. Not everybody is a healer. Even though it's accessible to all of us, intuition and connection to the higher self, which is the dispatcher of all the gifts we have, not everybody in this lifetime will use this energy for our healing and people's healing. So you're already privileged because you sense you have it or you're already using them. So don't wait when you're 90 to just say, oh yeah, I'm 90, I had those gifts and I didn't really fully use them. Was it really a great use of my incarnation? So I'll let you go on this. This is my pep talk of the day. I had so many amazing sessions today. Of course, it's just showing me more and more and confirming that yes, from now on I don't work one session at a time anymore. It's like we go for it or we'll wait for you to be ready, and that's the best. But before that, to find out if you're ready or not, to find out what is coming up for you, not in terms of forecasting, but in terms of planning out what is the best for you. If you feel drawn to it, just hop on. I have a Zoom call with me. All you have to do is, again, I'll put the link later, but I'm telling it to you. I'm sharing with you right now, natalierestore.com/chat with Natalie. You'll see on the page a little bit of the description, and you'll see a calendar with all different dates and times. You just choose a time that fits with you, and it's open to all the different time zones. So you'll find a time for you, and you'll have a questionnaire. That questionnaire is just to make sure you're motivated. So if I see that you are like, I'm not sure, I'm not even sure, it won't work. You won't get anything from the talk at all. But you'll see the questions, and if you feel that, yes, those questions are really triggering some kind of interest and some kind of curiosity, and I want to know more, then you know that the call will be beneficial for you. And then once all this is answered, you'll receive a confirmation and a Zoom link, and we'll meet via Zoom, just you and I. So I'll let you go over now. It was a pleasure. Melinda, Heidi, everybody else. I see all those beautiful faces there. Comment, ask your questions. And if you feel it's really connecting with you, if you feel you're called to do this, have a chat with me. I'll be very happy. All right. Bye for now. It's time for me to enjoy the outdoors. Bye bye.